abọ́lẹ̀ tún rùn ní Bódìjà ni.
Àgbàlá Gabriel náà ló kó sọ mí di alábàárù padà.
Ṣé mo inú bí mi mo mú pankẹ́rẹ́ Alhaji pankẹ́rẹ́ tó dà mo mú ó yá dọ̀bálẹ̀.
There is a story that is trending right now, and it is that of a pastor slash charity organizer, if I may put it that way, because it is not his own money. So I'm not going to call him a philanthropist. He is a pastor and a charity organizer, meaning he lobbies for money on behalf of the destitute, poor, needy. He is popularly known as AGBALA Gabriel. His name is Pastor Gabriel. Now, social media will always penetrate, they will always search. Social media somehow sort of is like a check and balance medium, or let's say agency. That's what social media is, and that is what media is supposed to be. So, this pastor had assisted several people in getting their houses built for them. I mean, it picks you off the street and it will ask for donation and build you a place to stay. Some people applauded it while some people did not. Why? You're going to find out, because something that is a little bit confusing and people are divided on it is happening right now, and it is trending all over social media. It is about a young man. I'm calling him young because he's still in his 40s. He's called MUYIDEEN. AGBALA Gabriel, the pastor, had cited this man. He's poor. He found him in the trenches and he raised money on behalf of this particular individual. And they even got him a wife. They got him a business. They opened up some business ventures for this person, MUYIDEEN. What happened? And why is AGBALA Gabriel trending and MUYIDEEN? Why is social media so divided on this? You'll be finding out. I want you to watch the first clip and I'll break down what you have seen, and we'll be watching the second one. In fact, this particular issue got a man who is a radio presenter and also a mediator. His name is Oriyomi Amzat involved. What is really happening? Why, I repeat again, is AGBALA Gabriel, pastor and also a charity organizer, trending? Why is he being called a fraud, a bully, and all of that? And why is it that people are saying that MUYIDEEN is an ungrateful fellow? And while some people are saying, he's not. This is who they are. This is what this is. Let us watch and we will be talking more. But before proceed, please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell.
Bring 100% sense. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ mo lè ta yín níbi tí ọpọlọ mi pé dé. Bọ̀ nígbà tá a ti bára wá rú condition tá a wà yìí, kí wá la wá fẹ́ ṣe? Àṣà lè jalè. Àṣà máa rọ́ọ̀fù ẹ̀ náà ni àṣà jẹun. Á jẹun náà. A máa rọ́ọ̀fù ẹ̀ náà ni. O lè ló bọ́ ọmọ jẹ́ àní jalè. Á rọ́ọ̀fù ẹ̀ ní náà ni àṣà bàbá á mọ̀ pé àṣà jẹun. So n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Iṣẹ́ wo lè máa ṣe àti mo fẹ́ kẹ́ kúrò ní títì.
Ẹ ṣe
láti máa ta.
Ṣé rí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ tí mo kọ́ láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ mi? Ṣé ń gbọ́? Such as coil, element and wiring.
Any ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́?
Such as coil, element and wiring.
Such and coil.
Such as coil, element and wiring. Iṣẹ́ tí mo kọ́ láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ mi nìyẹn. Àwa là ń ká kọ́ìlì generator. À ń ká kọ́ìlì àwọn ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́ta, ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́gì. Gbogbo anything coil tí ó ń ti pé anything pé kíní yìí o ó máa wine
mo bèrè lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé
láti fi
mo bèrè
and
lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé mo ìyàwó yín wà.
pressing iron.
mo bèrè lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé mo níyàwó yín wà.
Èmi ò tí ì máa rírì inú ayé.
Ẹ tí màá rírì.
Mi ò tí ì máa
Ẹ tí
rírì.
ìfẹ́yàwó rí rárá.
Bí mi ṣe wà yìí gan ṣé mi má tà yín jẹ. Lọ́wọ́ tí mo wà yìí obìnrin ò lè làdí sílẹ̀ kí n korí bọ̀ débi pé màá kí nǹkan ọmọkùnrin mi bọ̀.
Kí ló dé?
I am now 80. But later.
Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni?
Mi ò lè mọ ọjọ́ orí mi mọ́.
Ẹ lè mọ̀ mọ́.
Téèyàn bá ti ń rántí ọjọ́ orí èèyàn èèyàn ń sún ọjọ́ ìṣerere èèyàn sẹ́yìn ni. Téèyàn bá ti ń rántí ọjọ́ orí èèyàn.
Ibo lẹ ń gbé báyìí?
Àgúgù lèmi ń gbé.
Ẹ jẹ́ wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ń tà yẹn.
Tẹ́ ẹ bá dé police station Àgúgù ẹ sọ pé ẹ béèrè ọmọ Ẹ̀yọ̀ tó ń ta ká ṣàjà nínú go-slow.
Náà ẹni sùúrù gbogbo ń tẹ́ kó dání pálí lásán ni o.
Pálí lásán ni. Pálí lásán ni.
Pálí lásán ni.
Ẹ wò.
Tọ́nbà
àwọn tó jẹ́ tuntun rèé.
Tọ́nbà béèrè ọjà ǹtẹ́ ìbá ní àwọn
àwa
sáré.
ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yọ jáde nínú àwa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yọ tuntun.
Bẹ̀tì gbogbo ọjà tẹ́ kó nu bá gan ẹni mélòó ni? Mélòó ni gbogbo ọjà tuntun gangan?
Ojú ọjà tó tó ojú 15 lọ nínú báàgì.
Kí lorúkọ yín? Kí lorúkọ yín?
Tí wọ́n mọ̀ mí sí ní Ìwó Road. Ní Ìwó Road.
Orúkọ tẹ́ ń jẹ́ gangan.
Ṣé orúkọ àbísọ̀ mi gangan?
O.
Orúkọ àbísọ̀ mi gangan Muyideen.
Muyideen. Ṣé máa rí mi ní church?
Ní church?
Ní church ọ̀dọ̀ mi.
Church ọ̀dọ̀ yín? Ìyẹn máa le díẹ̀ o.
Kí ló dé?
Èmi church. Mo mọ gògóró mo dẹ̀ ń mu sìgá.
Ìyẹn ò mí. Ìyẹn ò mí. Ìyẹn Ọlọ́run nífẹ̀ẹ́.
So gògóró àti sìgá ò ní máa ràn sí yín church.
Welcome back. We are still going to watch more. We will be getting deeper into the subject matter. The first video that you watched is that of the Muyideen and the pastor AGBALA Gabriel. This is the beginning of it. This is how they met. As you can see, obviously, that man, he has issues with alcohol abuse and some other substance, possibly. Let us continue. AGBALA Gabriel brought him into his church and somehow applied an orthodox approach to rehabilitating this man. If you watch closely, this man is poor and his choice of lifestyle is somehow not right. It has really dealt with his physique. If you look at how he presented himself, you will know that he has his mind working fine. But alcohol abuse, cigarettes, which he said himself, and poverty, he is from the trenches, trying to struggle to put himself right. AGBALA Gabriel brought this man into his church, like I said, and there is this package that AGBALA Gabriel runs, and I want to break it down so people will understand where we are heading to. I believe AGBALA Gabriel had made contact or connections or business deal with certain people who have huge, big expanse of land or portions of land. So what AGBALA Gabriel will do is to get these destitutes off the streets or people who are in need. We've heard that sometimes they will ask them questions such as, where do you want us to build you a house? Don't worry, I will get people to donate money on your behalf. And he will do this on social media, and he got a lot of people donating into his cause. People brought in money into his charity. AGBALA Gabriel, as we heard, oftentimes will compel these people, or maybe they just choose to, because they believe in him and they trust that he will do right in whatever it is that he is going to do for them. After all, he's the one that brought them in. AGBALA Gabriel is not the only person that started this charity. In fact, there are people who live in diaspora who copied the Caucasians that they live with. You know, Caucasians are the biggest fraudsters when it comes to charity. they have this bogus charity organization, millions of dollars, pounds, euro comes into the pocket. Yes, they do have a charity commission that monitors these NGOs. Yes, they do, but they are expert in what they do. How much gets down to those that really need it? So most of these diasporas, they've copied it. And the people in Nigeria, in Africa, but we are talking about AGBALA Gabriel. He has also studied how these things work. What they do is they get people off the street or get people who are destitute, people who need help. They present these people to you. You donate money on their behalf. How much is requested? How much gets into the account? It is not clear. In this case, they said AGBALA Gabriel oftentimes, or if not all the time, or let's just say AGBALA Gabriel does not have AGBALA Gabriel's charity, whatever, like the money comes into his private account. That is what has been alleged, that the money comes into his private account and he will build that house on a land that people claim belongs to him. I don't know if that is true. What I am thinking is that he has made a deal with landowners and he will get his own percentage from purchase of that land. And obviously, this is not a selfless service. It has to come with something. Charity organization also need maintenance, isn't it? They have to pay those that are in that charity organization. They have to pay each other. The pastor also will get paid. That is AGBALA Gabriel. So he's making money to take care of his own needs as he's helping people to get off the street. So what happened? Why did everything, kind of turn sour? Let us listen to a blogger based in Ireland called Esabod. He has this to say, and we will be watching more of how AGBALA Gabriel brought in this man, and the next that he did was to introduce a woman. Now that woman is where the issue is. Introduced a woman to this man, having gotten him a shop and then got him a wife. And somehow it seems this lady cannot get pregnant. What is really happening? Why is this man accusing AGBALA Gabriel, MUYIDEEN, accusing AGBALA Gabriel, the pastor, of having some affair, like he's benching my wife. He's benching my wife. You see, from the beginning of the video, you watch a lady asked, are you not with AGBALA Gabriel anymore? I thought you were with AGBALA Gabriel. How come you are hawking? You're going around like what is this? Like a human meal, carrying luggages and goods for people. What's going on? And he said, AGBALA Gabriel has turned me on the street again, like send me on the street. What is this thing that is happening? Let us watch and we'll be talking more.
AGBALA Gabriel. MUYIDEEN, I was called by the woman in your church. He's a church member. It's pre-planned. You acted it. You acted it. Stop fooling people. And when pastor come out on social media, he said, ìbá ṣe yàn mẹ́fà lòun. Ìbá ṣe yàn wọ́n ní títorí wípé àwọn fẹ́ gbá àwọn ènìyàn kó tàpá sí ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ó lórúkọ mi Gabriel ó lè ní ẹ́. Wọ́n bá Ìbàdàn jẹ́ fún wa. Má bá tó bá fẹ́ ṣe tèmi mo ṣe tọrẹ àmì tó mọ́ fún yàn lówó yìí ní charity. Àpò ara mi mo ti mú owó tó pé mo níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Àpò ara mi mo ti ń fún wọn lówó. Mi ìbẹ àwọn fáǹsì mi. Iṣẹ́ Olúwa wo ló ń ṣe ń bí yẹn? Ó ṣiṣẹ́ Olúwa, ó ń gbá àwọn èèyàn ni. Ó rí pé nìkan disgrace ẹ̀ máa ń monitor ẹ̀ gan. Wọ́n disgrace ẹ̀ ní gẹ̀ta ìlọ́wọ́ show yìí. Ń gbé MUYIDEEN wá. MUYIDEEN ní yìí o, obìnrin tó fẹ́ ní yìí o, a fẹ́ lọ mọ àwọn òbí rẹ̀ o, ẹ pè wọlé kẹ́ ẹ dáwó. Ẹnìkan kọ́kọ́ pè wọlé, ó máa 100,000 lẹ̀. Ìkejì pé wọlé ó máa fi 200 tó pé kán lọ mọ̀ wọ́n, kí n ṣe introduction pé kó nǹkan lọ mọ̀ wọ́n. Nígbà tẹ́ni bàbá kan máa pè wọlé, ó ní ṣègbè àti dá lóko àti kọ́lé fún. Ó ní iṣẹ́ owó tí ó fò mọ́tò látọ́ká tó máa dá báyìí. Ṣé ẹni gbogbo kọ́ọ̀tù wá contenance exchange kò gbé wọn sí speaker. Wọ́n máa ti pè bàbá pọ̀ bí ò ṣe gbé wọn sí speaker mọ́.
Flashback.
àwa ti Muyideen
ẹ
tó
ṣe
tán
gan o.
fún ìdí àwọn fans ẹ náà pè yìí.
a máa fún Muyideen lówó bọ̀mú kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sàn kọ́kọ́ náà kí wọ́n congratulations.
Amen. Yes sir.
a dẹ̀ kí ìyàwó náà.
Yes sir.
ok ṣé ìgbà yẹn tá a ká owó kan fi ṣiṣẹ́ Mr. Muyideen ò lè mówó lára iṣẹ́ yẹn láti fi ṣe introduction láti fi gba owó fún wọn sí.
Wọn á gba owó fún wọn. Àwọn èèyàn ní láti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe introduction ẹni bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ló support wọn.
kò dáa kókàn máa gba owó fún wọn ṣé tó bá tó ṣe.
Ntẹ́ bá ṣe ní kẹ́ ẹ ṣe. Tó o bá ní wo Muyideen mọ́kulẹ̀ wò àwọn àbí ṣàǹpé láìfù yóò pín sípa méjì àwọn kan gba ti nǹkan àwọn kan ò ní gba ti nǹkan.
I'm a blogger. We pick on the news on social media. We talk about whatever we see on social media. Mi ò ní sísè tí mo lè fún pásítọ̀ bá o. Ṣé mi ṣiṣẹ́ kí n tó rówó ni àbúgbọ́ pé mò ń jalè? Tó bá lo fẹ́ kọ́lé fún yàn, tó ń dá 20 million. Lórí kámẹ́rà wà láì 30 million extra ti wọnú àkáǹtì. It's getting too annoying. Ó ló fẹ́ ṣe small introduction fún yàn. Ó tún ní ẹ pè wọlé kẹ́ ẹ dáwó sínú àkáǹtì. Go and work. Ẹnu àmọ́ ọkùnrin ní tẹ́lẹ̀ kí ni tó fẹ́ sọ ń pa mi. Sọ́sí àwọn èèyàn bá kọ̀ rẹ̀ tẹ̀ lórí social media ó mọ̀ fún wọn.
That is the wedding of Muyideen with a woman that a lot of people have issues with. They said that this woman has been used, she has been placed in Muyideen's life as a setup by Pastor AGBALA, Gabriel. I don't know. You will be watching radio presenter, mediator, who a lot of people respect. He asked a question from this lady. How did you guys meet? Were you introduced to him, or he came himself to ask you out? What exactly? Because this dude complained, said that he cannot meet with his wife because AGBALA Gabriel put him on fast, dry fasting, which you cannot have access to your wife. And the worst of it is this. And that is the talk here. This same woman that he had got married to, regardless of how they got themselves together, people are saying MUYIDEEN is somehow uneasy. It could be that he's shy. It might be overwhelming, but we can all process it together that this woman is more excited than MUYIDEEN. MUYIDEEN is somehow, like not comfortable with the whole idea of this marriage of a thing. Like, what am I doing here? It is as if it's a comedy, like it's a skit, but this is reality. This lady is so excited. She's so happy. It could be that this is what she had prayed for or hoped for. I don't know. But what she said is that Mr. MUYIDEEN was one that asked her out. People are saying this lady is whatever. They've painted her, given her names that I don't want to say it because I don't know what she probably had been passing through her life or whatever it is that brought them together. The thing is this: the truth of whatever it is that happened must be found. And I want you guys to process it yourself. So this guy got married. A business was opened. He thanked those that contributed to position his life in a better form. He thanked them. And a house was also built, like I said. But people have said that this house, this property, are they really in the name of those people that AGBALA Gabriel asked? Are hardworking people to donate money. Most of this money comes from people in diaspora. Like the documents of this house, land, certificate of ownership, are they in the name of these people? Has it been handed over to them? Or this property that you claim that you have built on their behalf, getting money, are they going to be on your own name, or you're going to be connected to it, and maybe one day you send them packing? Some said, no, AGBALA Gabriel asked this MUYIDEEN, do you want the document, the CEO of this property? And he said no. The thing is this man said, enough is enough. I don't want to be part of this anymore, because he claimed that AGBALA Gabriel had whipped him severally. You heard what he said at the beginning of this video. Now, AGBALA Gabriel is in his 30s. This man is in his 40s. Both individuals are Yorubas, and Yorubas have the culture of respect. But AGBALA Gabriel whipped a man, even though he said he's a pastor. I think there is something wrong. And he said it that he had positioned the man on the floor, asked them to whip him, and he whipped him himself. What kind of attitude is this? This has got a lot of people talking like, are you sick? Why are you taking advantage? It could be that let's say if life somehow did help you to be who you are today, if the universe had not, maybe your destiny would have been that of MUYIDEEN. How would you feel if MUYIDEEN is whipping you because of your circumstances or wrong decision in life? AGBALA Gabriel whipped this man. Why? Because that woman, the wife of MUYIDEEN, that he met in that space, I don't know if it was an arranged marriage, like a package manipulated marriage, to make sure that everything that people donate to MUYIDEEN will be transferred. Or it could be that MUYIDEEN also had problems with his lifestyle and wanted to be in control, wanted to be in charge. You hear what he said at the beginning? He said, I am intelligent. Don't look at my condition, my situation. I can even sell you. MUYIDEEN is intelligent, is smart, but he could not process his life to be a better person. He got into this and he got whipped several times. Whipped like whip. He got whipped several times and he was told that he will be dealt with if care is not taken. Now, how do you feel as a man, 40-something, and a young man of 30, even regardless of the age, even if both of you are the same age group? How would you feel being whipped and disgraced? And you're living in a place, you don't have your freedom. The woman too is the one reporting, saying this guy behaved this way, behaved that way, and he will be called over and will be whipped and disciplined for his action. I don't really get it. I know there are intelligent people here that can process. Let us watch this. You'll be listening to AGBALA Gabriel and the wife of the man who is trending on social media.
Ó ti wá di Tuesday tó lọ yìí, mo gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní ó fẹsẹ̀ rọ̀ nílé wọn. mo gbọ́ pé ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ whereas
wọn fẹsẹ̀ rọ
ẹ
wọ́n pretend ni ìgbà tẹ́mi dé ní alẹ́ láti ṣọ́ọ̀pù ní
olóhùn fẹsẹ̀ rọ
mo wá gbálẹ̀kùn sí wọn ṣílẹ̀kùn
nígbà lọ́jọ́ Tuesday last week
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà ní Tuesday
ibi ọ̀rọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gangan rèé o ibi tọ́rọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gangan nìyẹn o mo gbọ́ pé wọ́n ló fẹsẹ̀ èmi náà kàn dé nbola lọ́n Tuesday nbola wà ní Tuesday àwa ní program ọlọ́nṣogbo ní Tuesday àwa dé lálẹ́ mo wá gbọ́ wọ́n ní kò wàbí lẹ́nìí wá ní ìgbà tí wọ́n wá rí lálẹ́ ẹ̀.
ìgbàdé mi wáyé wọn lálẹ́ wọn láwọn pé orókùn yẹn pé tírélà ti rán àwọn lẹ́sẹ̀ pé àwọn wá fẹsẹ̀ gba pavement entrance ilé wa wọn á ní kí sáré lọ bá àwọn ra oògùn níbi after ten mo ṣáà sáré lọ èmi nìkan bí mo ṣe dé wọn jẹun wọn dẹ́ lù pàtó dọjọ́ kejì ara wọn ti yá wọn rìn dáadáa wọn ń jáde láàárọ̀ bá wọn sọ wọn kan fèmí àwọn èèyàn ló ń sọ fún mi pé àwọn rí wọn lórí ọ̀kadà lẹ́gbẹ̀dá.
now ṣe mọ̀ pé láàárọ̀ Wednesday àwọn máa ṣe program ń bí báyìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé wọ́n ti ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ èmi ò tún dì máa ní pé kó wá sí church a dẹ̀ máa ṣe program normally everybody máa wà ní church bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ ní àná which is Tuesday wọ́n ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ aṣọ ti jáde àsọmọ mi ti gbọ́kadà lọ ó gbọ́kadà jáde ẹni tó ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ ṣèbí torí pé wọ́n ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ ní ìfiwá church bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti jáde níbo ló mọ̀ tó lọ.
Ẹgbẹ́dá ni wọ́n náà ti rí wọn pé wọ́n jókòó sórí bike.
Okay, tá
like bí láti 7 wọ́n dẹ̀ dé ní after 9.
ní lálẹ́
ló sọ fún mi
lálẹ́
ní àárọ̀.
okay ó pàdé láàárọ̀ padà kò wá wá church náà
wọ́n wá church wọ́n wá
fẹsẹ̀ rìn
padà wá nílé ó jókòó sínú ilé ní gbogbo Wednesday èmi ò mọ̀ nǹkan kan àwa busy àlejò pọ̀ mẹ́wàá la fẹ́ ṣe àlejò pọ̀ so gbàtílẹ̀ ṣú ẹ̀mọ̀ Wednesday àti lọ sùn bó ṣe tó di àárọ̀ Thursday àwa ti jí lọ program láàárọ̀ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sá.
so mi ìrántí béèrè pé Muyideen ti ẹ̀kọ́ torí mo gbọ́ kan ló rẹ̀ èmi fílẹ̀ pé òkè ń tó rẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ṣe kí ni.
kó rest.
ẹjọ́ rest mi ti ẹ̀ nìkan dààmú ìmú ní kò fílẹ̀ kan ẹjọ́ rest àṣẹ bí mi ṣe ní kó rest àṣọ ń jáde wọn ló jáde ní Thursday ìmọ̀ ibi tó lọ.
ó jáde Friday.
ó jáde Friday. ó jáde Friday.
ó jáde Saturday.
ó
jáde Saturday.
ó jáde Saturday. ń bọ̀ wá dàárọ̀ Sunday mo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wàá mọ̀ torí Sunday kò tún wá church ní Sunday.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sá.
kí ló ṣe Muyideen tí ó wà church ìyẹn nírọ̀lẹ́ nígbà tí mo rí àwọn èèyàn tán nírọ̀lẹ́ wọ́n jọ Muyideen kọ́ wọ́n ní kò wá church wọ́n ní kódà ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó wá church nígbà ìyàwó ẹ̀ padà délé ní ọ̀sán
Sunday.
ọ̀sán Sunday wọ́n tilẹ̀kùn látẹ̀yìn.
nígbà tí wọ́n dé láti church láago mélòó.
ní bí nǹkan bíi after 3 lọ́sàn-án tí mo dé láti church mo wá ń gbálẹ̀kùn pé kì í ṣe wà láfíà àwọn tó di pé.
sóòrè ẹni tí wọn náà sọ pé wà láfíà.
wọ́n ṣe ni ẹmọ obìnrin a máa ń try láti ṣáájú ọkọ wa.
wà á kànlẹ̀kùn kọlẹ̀kùn.
wọ́n á gbálẹ̀kùn títí mo tún fòkúta gbá gbogbo lẹ́kùn.
ìyẹn ní Sunday jẹta yìí ó kò wá sílẹ̀kùn fún.
ẹ̀rù tí wàá bá ẹ̀mí àyà mi ó ti shake mo fi wá lọ pa àwọn èèyàn pé bóyá táwọn èèyàn bá mi gbálẹ̀kùn wọn tán gbá gbogbo ẹ̀ àti lúvàsì o pé bóyá wọn á ṣe báwo a ṣe kàn ṣe stroke pé ká lọ kí n pe ọ̀rẹ́ wọn kan pé bóyá tán bá dé wọn á ṣe.
mọ̀mọ́ ẹ̀yin gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní Muyideen nílò deliverance Muyideen èèyàn líle ni ẹ̀yin ò lè mọ̀ èèyàn líle ni Muyideen lé o Muyideen lé o ṣé gbogbo ẹni mọ̀ kó wá sórí afẹ́fẹ́ ni èmi ò ń ṣèyàn tó ilé tí mo ṣe láàárọ̀ igan tí mi ti jí mo ṣe jí ilé tí mo jí ṣe láàárọ̀ igan ó yẹ máa jí ṣe fídíò láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù bẹ́ẹ̀ mo eré àwọn ọkọ ẹ̀ mo ní wá jẹ́ mo rí afẹ́fẹ́ o I don't do this èrò ráyè ṣùgbọ́n bọ́ọ̀lù àwọn èèyàn tó wá ṣe lóore kí náà fẹ́ máa rò èmi mọ̀ o àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n kàn fẹ́ gbọ́ ni wọ́n kàn fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan kan látẹnu mi ni o ẹlòmíì mọ̀ pé no there is something fishing out now ń bọ̀ wá dọ̀sán Sunday yẹn ń bọ̀ ń tà tó ṣà gbalẹ̀kùn ó wá padà sílẹ̀kùn ó wá bí èmi wá query ẹ̀ nírọ̀lẹ́ Sunday Muyideen láti Tuesday èmi àti òfojú kanra wọ́n ló fẹsẹ̀ rọ àṣọ òfẹsẹ̀ rọ ìwọ tán lórí tó ń jáde òun ò jáde àwọn tó rí tán jáde ní Muyideen táwọn pàdé ẹ tó ń lọ fata.
tó falẹ́ náà dání.
tó ń lọ tó falẹ́ náà dání ọjọ́ yẹn mo ní kó dọ̀bálẹ̀ mo mú pankẹ́rẹ́ tó dáa mo ti ẹ̀kọ́ nànà mo kọ́ nà pankẹ́rẹ́ gbà sóko rẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló fẹ́ Muyideen kí ló tún fẹ́ mo tún fẹ́ lówó Sunday 10,000 naira every Sunday lẹ́yìn tó ti ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù fún ẹ ìyẹn ò sí lára donation kò sí lára owó tó ti èmi ń ṣèyẹn lọ́wọ́ ara mi àìmọye látọdún mo ti fún lówó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣẹ̀ kan wà tí mi ò ní fún ẹ lówó ni I just give you pé you are now part of me you are now my family aṣọ oúnjẹ ìgbà kan anything tí n bá lè jẹkùn bí anything tí n bá ṣekùn anything tí n bá ẹgbẹ́ fún eléyìí ẹgbẹ́ fún eléyìí ẹgbẹ́ fún ìwọ náà dẹ̀ ṣe bí ọmọ ó dẹ̀ ń ṣe bí ọmọ bí a ṣe máa ń ṣe inú fídíò Muyideen bọ̀ síbi bẹ́ẹ̀ náà la ṣe máa ń ṣe lé nọ́mà tẹ bá rí wa lórí fídíò tí mo ní Muyideen wọ́n á bí bẹ́ẹ̀ la ṣe máa ń ṣe wọ́n á pọ́níṣẹ̀ ní alẹ́ Sunday yẹn wọ́n á ní kò gbọ́dọ̀ lọ lé o so pé láti Tuesday tó ti lọ so àṣekò rẹ̀ kò ń jáde kò wá lọ lálẹ́ Sunday yẹn ó sùn ọ́fíìsì mi gbà ló sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ Monday àwa ní early morning program pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́jà ní Ọlọ́ṣogbo ìgbà tí màá jí ìyẹn láàárọ̀ àná ìgbà tí màá jí òun sì ń sùn mo wò pé já tètè lọ bí tá a lọ pé eléyìí tí ó ń sùn yìí já fílẹ̀ kó rest díẹ̀ pé má jẹ́ sáré jí mú lọ sí program bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ jó rest díẹ̀ ibi mo ti ṣe mistake ni pé a kàn lọ s'Ọlọ́ṣogbo ńgbà tá a dé láṣẹ kí ni láàrin ilé ìjẹ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bá pé ìyàwó ní ìgbà ọmọ pé bí alẹ́ ìrọ̀lẹ́ pé ń bó lọ pẹ́ lọ ń wá ló lọ ń bó lọ ṣe lè ṣe lánàá.
láàárọ̀ ńgbà tí wọ́n
yẹn láàárọ̀
àná tán délé mo ṣàkúnlẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀ wọn pé ẹ má bínú o pé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń bá yín sọ náà fún àǹfààní títí yín ni pé kọjọ́ la yín kó lè dà náà ni ipe gbogbo nǹkan tí ó tó léènì pé á ṣẹ́kù lọ́la pé ẹ mú ọkàn kúrò nínú ayé ohun ayé abáyé lọ àánú látẹ̀tì ẹ̀rí gbà ẹlòmíì gan tó bá rí gbàgbọ́ kò ní máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe wọ́n ṣáà ní kò sí wàhálà wọ́n ní oúnjẹ ń kọ́ mo ní máa dáná so èmi wọ́n ń wẹ̀ wọ́n ní báwọn gbómi sí bedroom wọ́n wá ń wẹ̀ kémi sáré lọ shop sáré lọ clean shop kí n padà wá kí wọ́n á dáná bí mo ṣe délé ni mi ò rí wọn even fóònù ti tèmi pé kí n tiẹ̀ fi máa pè wọ́n àti fóònù àti power bank wọ́n ti palẹ̀ mọ́ ogbó ẹ̀ wọ́n ti láàárọ̀ àná látàárọ̀ yẹn la dẹ̀ ti ń wá wọn títí bó ṣe dalẹ́ báyìí ni woman kọ́kàn ṣí à wọ́n fi fídíò wọn hàn mí pé wọ́n gbé igbárù ní Bódìjà wọ́n ń ṣalábà.
kẹjọ dìde wọ́n di ọwọ́ àlàáfíà ẹ̀ mú very good. Are you ṣé tòótọ́ torí àgbáyé lẹ̀ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ Muyideen we are talking to the whole world. Muyideen.
Yes sir.
Ọwọ́ ta ló di mú yìí?
Ọwọ́ ìyàwó mi. Ọwọ́ ìyàwó mi.
Ọwọ́ ìyàwó mi. Muyideen, God bless you. Are you ready to go along with this lady? Ṣé o ṣetán láti bá wọn rìnrìn àjò?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir, bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir, ló ti pa sí lórí rẹ̀.
Ọ̀dà. Ṣé network ni?
No sir.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wọn ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ àwọn náà dira wọn lọ́wọ́ mú yìí this is Bùkún Olúwa Muyideen rèé ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wọn ní November ti fẹ́ parí báyìí a ṣe ní láti fún wọn ní December fún plan yẹn plan introduction or whatever a ṣe máa plan towards January February March nípa orí ọ̀fẹ́ Kristi láti jẹ́ kán ṣètò abẹ́ṣe láti jẹ́ kán bẹ̀rẹ̀ tá a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bá introduction engagement nǹkan kan. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ní tẹ́ sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ lè comment sí Facebook ẹ lè lọ send message sórí WhatsApp 07054 900 751. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ń bèrè láti báwo wá ní ṣé Muyideen òní níyàwó ni ó ti rẹ́ni bí ọkàn rẹ̀ báyìí he has seen someone that pleases him he has seen orin kan ni mo ti rẹ́ni kejì mi ẹni bí ọkàn mi so he has seen someone that pleases him mo take time mi láti jókòó kàn Muyideen kí lórí nípa ẹni ọ̀sẹ̀ kìíní ọ̀sẹ̀ kejì ọ̀sẹ̀ kẹrin ọ̀sẹ̀ karùn-ún báwo ni ṣé kìí ṣe pé ní tí ó dọ̀la tí wà ó ní no ó ní no ó ní no ó ní no so he said he is good to go he said he is good to go.
ṣé mo inú bí mi mo mú pankẹ́rẹ́ alájí pankẹ́rẹ́ tó dà mo mú ó yá dọ̀bálẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ lọ èmi ìtàn pé àwọn security ti bá wí kí èmi tó dé mo gbọ́ ti bá wí mo lọ ó yá dìde. dàbí ọbẹ̀ so ṣé freedom tẹ ó iṣẹ́
wà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n mo sì gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n tí wọ́n bá sì lóun ti fẹ́ lọ tí mo sì ti bẹ pásítọ̀ tán ṣé mo gbójú pásítọ̀ gbólẹ̀ ní àbí mo fi mú ìdí ìgbólẹ̀ jẹ́ àjọpọ̀ tó sọ́kọ̀ rẹ̀ kí n tó bẹ kí n tó ok ṣé o gbà láti dúró báyìí àwọn sì fẹ́ lọ náà.
ẹ jẹ́ máa lọ.
o fẹ́ máa lọ. Now, question for you. Tí mo ìdí bá lọ, are you staying behind or you are going with him? Ó dúró àbẹ̀jọ lọ.
Mi ò lè tẹ̀lé wọn tó sì fẹ́ kó dúró. Ọwọ́ ìgbà tó wà ní ìgbà ayé wọn yí padà.
Ọmọ kó tó wà.
Sá ìgbà tẹ́mi fẹ́ wọn tí wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú àwọn kírò tí wọ́n change.
Ìgbà tó wà pẹ̀lú kírò dájú ló fẹ́ sọ.
Then tán join wọn tí wọ́n marry èmi o.
ṣe pé mo ti fúrí ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ló ń sọ pé gbà tí ìgbà tó wá.
Oṣù bí o ṣe sọ dáadáa mo ti bá tún un sọ.
Ìgbà tí a fẹ́ra wa sílé tó ń bá wọn rìn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó tó pọ̀ tọ́jọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń travel tọ́jọ́ ń ṣe. Inú wọn gan máa ń dùn.
This is another question. So o ti gbà láti dúró ní báyìí ìyàwó rẹ̀ lòun ní tẹ̀lé ẹ lọ o wà lè dúró torí ìyàwó rẹ̀ so o gbà láti dúró.
mi ìgbà láti dúró mi ọkàn mi ò dúró lákàtà ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà.
ẹ̀mí gbèrè gbèrè.
Mo náà àmọ́ ẹ̀ lọ.
Síbi tó fẹ́ lọ sí.
Mo náà àmọ́ ẹ̀ lọ.
Síbi tó wọ́n tún padà sí.
ilé náà
Square one.
ilé ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ o no square one gbé ni.
Dáàdì ṣe
Okay,
ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n
okay,
tún padà
it's
lọ
alright,
lọ
it's alright. Another thing. Wọ́n ti gbé wọ́n fẹ́ gbé ìwé ilé ẹ̀fọ́ ẹ̀sìn wípé ìwọ náà ló sì nílé.
o gbélé ẹ mọ́.
Why?
tí tọ́kàn mi bá ti yọ kúrò ní nǹkan.
Nítorí pé lóye wà níbí. Tó a ti kó wà ń ta tí ò sì bí wà
bá
níbí.
ṣe kó wà níta bọ̀ tó sì wà níbí tó sì wà lákàtà.
kò sí lákàtà mi o. alákọ̀ọ́lé tó wà ní
Mo sábà pẹ́ pẹ́ ìlú ìsìnkú
kó
o.
lè tó alákàtà mi sínú kọ́ńbáàdì ni wọ́n kó sí.
mi ì lè gbé ní bẹ́ẹ̀.
Compound kan náà wá sí
Olúwa.
ilé wa ní ẹ̀rọ ọ́fíìsì ìtàlúwà outside the premises. Ilé dẹ̀ pọ̀.
That is irú wẹ́ẹ̀dì wo lẹ ṣe.
hot wedding
Engagement.
hot wedding gidi wedding olóògbà sorry uncle sorry.
So why are you pretending that you love him?
I love him so much. I'm not pretending.
And if he leaves, you stay.
Sir,
If
I
he
don't
leaves,
want
you
him
stay
to
back.
leave. Because if he leaves, he will go around to be doing so many things that is against God.
Fine.
I want him to stay.
But if he leaves, you stay.
Sir,
If he leaves, you
I
stay.
don't want him to leave. Sir,
You have not answered my question. What of if he now decided to leave? Will you stay back or follow him to bring him back?
I cannot follow him. He will help us to settle so that I stay. For him staying here is my own job. Sir, I want him to stay. Anything that is bothering his mind, he should say it out so that there's going to be correction for it. Rather for him living here to another school, another place.
What is your low moral?
Welcome back. Now, at the surface of it, everything appears normal and natural. Like Muhyiddin got there, found a lady, got involved, and whatever. Now, it is not a crime to have a woman or a man introduced to you. If he's going to be rehabilitated, it's okay. But there are arguments all over social media. Some say Muhyiddin does not need rehabilitation, that is fine, is okay. Some are saying that Muhyiddin needs rehabilitation. The truth of it is this. If Muhyiddin is an alcoholic and substance abuse or whatever, but let's focus on the alcohol. Those that tend to be alcoholic have this tendency, those that consume too much of alcohol alcoholics, they have this tendency of erratic behavior. And one of the incidents that happened, I'll tell you, according to them, he had gone out to drink one of those cheap spirits. That's gin. They call it ogogoro. It's a local. So he had drank it and he came back. He wanted to bench the wife. He wanted to meet with his wife. And the woman is like, no, we will not be doing this. Not at all. Now, the dude is angry, got upset. There are times that the woman will lock him out, according to what we heard. And after reporting to pastor will call him and they said that he will receive some lashes to put his mind in order. I don't know if they are still praying and the deliverance is not yet working on him. I don't really know. There are people like that. They are just, they are not just good to go. You know, they are like a broken bottle. Trying to help to package them, you will have your fingers hurt. But then, how are we going to erase that part of AGBALA Gabriel in this? There are a lot of things that are hidden in all of this story. But one thing that a lot of people are holding on to is this: you do not have the right to whip him. How dare you even whip someone who is older than you? And aside that, you don't even have to. You cannot whip someone who is younger than you. That's that. Now, this guy is saying that he does not want to be part of this anymore. That's what he's saying, that he doesn't want to be part of this anymore. He put out several Yoruba proverbs, and one of them, from what I could gather, means if you have given me a car, please leave the car key. Don't say I have given you this car and you have the key. So I'm kind of wondering, is it about the house that he's talking about, or is it about the business that he's talking about, or is it about the woman? I don't get it. If he got the woman himself, like spoke to the woman and got in a relationship with that woman and said to, then what is this thing about if you give? Is it about money? Because we are hearing stories about money that people donated, that there are issues surrounding it, that it's a man like this that consumes alcohol this way, you cannot give him that amount of money. Yeah, you can't just give him that huge amount of money. It has to be monitored. So AGBALA Gabriel, we heard that he gives him 10,000 naira every month, and he has business that is also running, the mobile phone parts and accessories, that he sells. And now we heard that the woman is in charge of it. The woman has taken over the business, and AGBALA Gabriel has finally handed over the papers of the house to him, from what we saw. And this guy said no, he doesn't want nothing, that he wants to leave, that he wants to just he wants to be out of this, because being around that woman and being in the same circle will not make him progress in life. He said no, he wants to relinquish both the woman, the house, and everything, that he wants to be by himself, run his life, manage his life. Well, this is deep. This is deep. I mean, there are so many opinions out there about this whole incident. Some are against AGBALA Gabriel. They said this is fraud, this is scam, you are not a good person, you are taking advantage of people. And some said, no, this MUYIDEEN, you're ungrateful. I know that there is still substance abuse issue with this man. And there is no way he's going to live quality life with that woman. The woman also has her own burden, her own problems in life as a person. But she's smarter and more articulate. Of course, MUYIDEEN is also articulate, but I mean, that lady understands and knows certain things. So both of them together, Oriyomi Hamzat has tried to mediate, but there is something that Oriyomi Hamzat said that got a lot of people believing or thinking that there is more to what the eyes can see. Now, there was a time that Oriyomi Hamzat spoke about this AGBALA Gabriel, and what he said is that there is something not clear about AGBALA Gabriel's charity, the way he goes about it. And now that he came to mediate between MUYIDEEN and AGBALA Gabriel, he said that there are certain things that MUYIDEEN had told him that he is not permitted to say, and that he will not allow MUYIDEEN to say these things publicly for now, probably because he is trying to broker peace or find a way around it so as not to appear like he's anything can happen to anybody. It could happen to him too. So he's being careful about the whole issue. It's a very sensitive matter. But one thing that is important in all transparency, integrity, very important. You run a charity organization, transparency is important. If you're not transparent, 10 million naira is gotten from a donation for someone, 5 million is what is needed. What happened to the remaining 5 million? Transparency, accountability, these things are very important. If AGBALA Gabriel is transparent with account details, maybe he won't have issues. People will not rope him. Transparency is important, very important, very, very much important. And helping people out is a big work itself, not giving them the money alone. There are people who, like I said, they are broken bottles. There are people who have their IQ, their reasoning, their mindset, it is upside down. Helping them financially is not enough. Mentally, they need help. I don't know what you guys think of what has been happening so far on this case of AGBALA Gabriel, MUYIDEEN, and many other issues that has been there pending. And the marriage is not the type that this man can walk away just like that, get married to someone else. If he does, his wife can charge him for bigamy and all of that. So he has to finalize his divorce with this woman. And if he does, regardless of having children or not, which is not a criteria, yeah, it's not a criteria, having children or no child, whatever it is that people donated to MUYIDEEN will have to go half and half for both of them, which, it's a strong thing. You heard what the lady said. She said, if he is leaving, if he's going, meaning if he's not going to be under the umbrella of AGBALA Gabriel, or maybe the house in that particular place where AGBALA Gabriel has his church, I don't know if it is possible for the man to reside there without being part of AGBALA Gabriel's ministry or church. I don't know if that would be the next approach or the next step. I don't know. I don't really know if it is possible. Like, okay, you know what? I don't want to be part of your church so that you guys will not bully me anymore. I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work because what if he just buy? What if they just... I don't pray for that. But we are being realistic here. There are a lot of things that go on behind closed doors. There are secret things that people do not know, that those that have attached themselves to God, they say man of God, women of God, woman of God, men of God. People that have attached themselves to God, identified themselves to God, that's why a lot of people are talking about this. Like, man, you're not just a charity contractor or enabler or whatever. You are not just that. You attached God to it. So what's going on here? Why are you whipping someone? You got angry and you whipped the person. Like, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Why are you bullying this man? Oh, he had acted, in a terrible way, and you do not think it is right for you to speak to him, like a respectable person, like should be spoken to. I know that he believes that he's also an authority. He is also in his own position. But if we are to look at culture and tradition, since both of them are from the same part, there are certain expressions from AGBALA Gabriel that does not sound appropriate, that is not supposed to be heard of him to this man. There should be an amount of respect, regardless of your position or how strict you are, or how powerful you are. Still, you have to balance these things up. I'm not going to blame AGBALA Gabriel. He has helped people. He has touched lives. It's not going to be perfect. There are people who are envious of him. And because of the structure system that AGBALA Gabriel grew up in, where accountability is a big thing, it's something that it's like, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean. So I think it's time for AGBALA Gabriel to begin to look into accountability. Go into accountability. It will help a lot. And also, you cannot muscle on people because you have helped them. You can't. You can't press the neck of people because you have helped them, because you've helped. And when I talk about, when we say help, it's not AGBALA Gabriel's money. But the thing is that he has put himself on the spot to request for money, to beg for donation on behalf. It's not his money. He's not a philanthropist. You are not. You're a charity contractor or something. That's what you do. So it's a good thing that you have decided to selflessly request for money, which is also a good thing for you too, because by so doing, you are getting that money into your pocket too. They are not going to donate 1 million and you give 1 million to that person and that's it. You want money to manage your crew. Yeah, which is right. We're not saying that's not supposed to be. It is correct. In fact, someone said you should go and get a job. Because if you don't have a job, you will be putting your fingers into the donation. And maybe one day, if you can whip someone, you can as well say, you know what? We are only going to give you a quarter of the donation. The rest is for our pocket. But they won't say it directly. They will just say, hey, there is this thing that we have gotten, bogus. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think again? I'm asking, what do you think about the whole scenario, everything that has happened so far? What are the things that you have learned from it? What do you think? Who do you think is wrong? Who do you think is right? Or what do you think should be applied or should be done on this matter?